What's up everyone, welcome to another video. For this video I'm going to be testing Brood War units that are not used that often in Brood War Pro matches but could be amazing against StarCraft 2 races. The first thing I have in mind is medics and marines against Protoss. Bio doesn't really work against Protoss in Brood War, but against Protoss in StarCraft 2 it could be pretty awesome, and I really want to do some fire bat drops. I want to lit up some mineral lines. Let's begin. All right, the first game is against a Master StarCraft 2 Protoss. Now, I don't know exactly what build I want to go for, but I do know the setup. I think I mentioned it already in the intro that I want to go for some kind of early medic marine attack, because those are very uncommon in Brood War against Protoss and in StarCraft 2 against Protoss, of course. And then later on, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to make this happen, because that's going to be a lot of gas and it's also going to hit a bit later in the game. But I would love so much to be able to do a Hellbat drops. Like, I feel like it could be such a cool mineral line destroyer, because you can actually micro them very well with the StarCraft 2 AI, right? Now, I'm still going to run into some problems. I sometimes get a bit carried away thinking about the ideas that I have in my head of what I want to execute later. But it's always going to be a couple problems when you kind of mix games like this. The first thing that comes to mind is that I cannot raise my depots or lower and raise my depots. So playing against an early adept could already be a little problematic. I might also have to make tanks. I don't really want to, but I might have to make tanks just because of the risk of 4-gate blink as well. Like, 4-gate blink is an incredibly strong timing attack, which I don't think I would defend it. And I'm really not sure, but maybe that's a bit of StarCraft 2 trauma that I have there. But I don't think I can defend that with just Marine medic. I mean, I guess in that sense, or in that situation, the fire bats wouldn't really add any value. But Marine medic should be decent. But could I have enough of that to really stop a 4-gate blink attack? That is the question. So he's going to see me open with the 2 racks. This is a little weird for StarCraft 2 standards, but if he is aware of how Brood War meta works, or Brood War units work, I should say. Not the meta, because that would be weird, but the units work. I think it would make more sense, because I can get stim super fast. I'm still surprised every time I execute this how fast you can actually hit with stim. Like, it's before like 3 minutes or something, which is pretty freaking crazy. I think I'll probably skip Marine range upgrade just so I can expand at a decent time. Not quite sure how much I'm going to go across with yet. The problem with just opening Marines instead of having something like Marauders is that you can get kited all the way by a single Stalker, and I would bleed out too many units that way. Like, let's say I only have 5 Marines. If I lose 2 of them, that's obviously a pretty massive deal. So I think I want to wait for stim. I could even attack with just 5 Marines and 2 medics, but I'm going to make a little more than that. I'm going to go for 7 Marines and then 2 medics, and then I'll go across the map. I could actually still get the range upgrade, because the range upgrade costs 100 gas and only 50 minerals, so I might be able to afford that at a decent time. I'll just expand on the high ground, or rather I'll build the CC on the high ground, float it down later. So I'm not going to be in too much trouble defending that against any kind of counter attack, really. And now I could either get... Yeah, I think I'll get the gas. I was going to say I could also make the factory right away. That is maybe a little bit much, though. Like, even if I want to go for fire bat drop. Wait, did I maybe say hellbats before? I'm not actually quite sure. Wait, I can probably just kill this because I have stim already. Look at this. The stim is so fast. He must be shocked. Now, I do need to be careful to actually stick around the medics a little bit, because else the healing is not going to happen. But we've already killed one of those. And now that probably means he's not going to be able to shade into our base anymore. Like, he could potentially have made another one. But I do think it's unlikely that we're going to run into multiple adepts. So now I can very freely move across the map. And I think I'll start the range upgrade now, and then I'll go for a 3rd barracks. This seems fine. I think I would back off from a battery, and not just from a couple Stalkers, though. Okay, so he has a it's only 1 Stalker. I think we can target down some probes here, to be honest. Look at this. He really shouldn't be running away with the Stalker, by the way, because the Stalker wouldn't die. Oh, I can kill this adept pretty easily. Healing is going to help out a lot. Oh, that battery. He was actually blocking his own adept a little bit, but still managed to get to the battery, unfortunately for me. And this was already a very successful attack. Like, the healing is making these dice so much slower, so I'm actually killing so many freaking units. Now, I do have to get a bunker out in front because I don't have tanks yet, and then I'll go for... Wait, how is that even still alive? And then I'll go for my first fire bats, I think. Let's see, do I make more medics? I think I could use a... Oh no, where the hell did the bunker go? I need my bunker. It's actually, it looks like a funny setup to me because I used to play a lot against Brute War computers with my brother when I was a kid. And I remember if you played against the Marsara AI, the blue one, they would always have 2 bunkers very nicely placed in the ramp. Nah, it's fine. It is pretty funny to see that they have no idea what they're up against. Like, it makes it kind of enhances the experience a little bit. It's like I'm beating these newbies, you know, or not newbies, but like the new generation or whatever you want to call it. Oh, he did actually make another adept. Oh no, I didn't kill it. Yeah, so that makes sense that that it's actually still here. I guess I'll go for triple fire bat now. I haven't tried this before, the fire bat drop, so I have no idea if this is gonna absolutely annihilate his mineral line or if it's gonna be a little closer than that. I have to imagine it's gonna freaking destroy, but we'll see. Now, if I don't have to, what did I actually see? Yeah, he does have a Twilight Council, so I am gonna make a tank and siege mode. I really hope. Well, I could make another one. Those build so freaking fast. Holy cow. Dropships take 30 seconds. That's about the same as a medevac. I think a medevac is 32 or something. Could be 30 as well, but firebats only take, I think it's 18 as well, or 17 even. 19. My bad, guys. How was I so far off? But I don't want these to get sniped, so I'm going to send these Marines over here for now. Oh, I'm actually very excited for this. Oh, wait. Dude, I for some reason... I thought I could only put 4 in the medevac, but I could put 8. Now, I don't think there's really a scenario where I would want to put 8, but I guess that would be quite cool. Just going to stim those. Maybe I can even kill this adept, because he might assume exactly that I don't have units over here. And is there another upgrade I want to get? Probably not. I could go for the double upgrades. I didn't actually make that second engineering bay on purpose, to be honest, but I guess now I have it. I might as well go for the double upgrades. Gonna make a turret over here just in case. And then maybe I could... The tanks actually build a lot faster in this game. Or it's the same game, but you guys know what I mean in this mod, I guess, if you play Brood War. So I already do have 2 tanks. I'm not quite sure if I want more. I guess at some point I could add more. Okay, I'm actually really excited for this. I hope it's not disappointing. Let's see. The fire bats. What are they going to be able to do? Oh, the splash damage is pretty... Yo, they attack so fast. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's actually pretty nuts. Maybe I can micro that one. Yo, they even do pretty well against the one Stalker. That is surprisingly good. Look at that. Let me lift it up so it doesn't die. And then I can go for this little clump of probes. Oh my god, they killed him so fast. And I'm out. God, that was actually pretty much as good as I was hoping for. It wasn't better. It's not like I had like an Omega flamethrower that killed everything instantly. But it was definitely pretty good. Now I am going to lose... Wait, I called it a medevac, I believe, right? God, it's so funny how my terminology just keeps switching up. Now I'm going to do a marine drop. This is actually a very classic... StarCraft 2 strategy of mine is I will go for 1 drop, and then on the other side I'm gonna go for a really strong push. It's kind of like a 1-2 punch. Sometimes it's even like a 1-2-3 punch, like drop in the main, like firebat drop here, marine drop here, and then the push at the front with the rest of the army. I don't think I should be focusing on more upgrades. I can just get more production. Since I don't have add-ons on these barracks, like I don't have reactors, I should be able to go up to 8 barracks on a 2-base economy, I think. I'm going to get rid of these. Do I have to kill the depot? Hopefully not. I don't have to. That is nice. Now, I didn't make enough medics. I keep having this problem. I'm like, I don't need medevacs because they don't exist. I make medics early on, but then I don't make them later on, which is a little bit of a problem. Now, this is mostly meant to be distracting, so I'm going to go over here. There's a good chance this gets sniped, but I actually wouldn't mind so much if it does because his entire army is now distracted by this one dropship over here. I'm going to start some more tanks. Could probably get a science vessel out as well for some D-Matrix. Get the upgrade called Titan Reactor. So it spawns with more energy. And now I'm going to stim in here. I'm going to be able to kill all of these. I'm not even sure. Did I get siege mode? I didn't actually get siege mode. I forgot about siege mode. That is so funny. Going to upgrade it now. He does have a battery overcharge, but I have so much DPS on these Marines. I have 1-1 upgrades as well. And this is going to be a very successful first game. The fire red drops, actually very awesome. I'm not quite sure if this is the build you want to copy, but a strat in itself definitely worked. Like both parts of it too. The early medic marine attack, the medics kept the Marines alive for so long through the low Stalker DPS that I could target so many probes, and the firebats really roasted the workers pretty fast. 50 workers killed. Let's go to the next idea. All right, in the second game, I'm going to be playing Brood War Zerg against the Master League StarCraft 2 Terran. And what I've really been wanting to build are some Guardians. I saw some comments about it too, but I feel like the Guardian could legitimately be a pretty strong unit against StarCraft 2 Terran, because what kind of happens in TVZ in StarCraft 2 is For the most part, Terran plays quite passive outside of the harassment squad. So you'll have like 6 Hellions in front of your base, but behind it, they're going for triple command center, maybe even upgrades before extra production, maybe even mech, that kind of thing, right? And I feel like you can get, I was going to say Brute Lords, you can get Guardians out pretty fast. And I think Guardians could be really good. Now, ideally, I get to play Guardians and Devourers, because then it would truly be, well, I think at least the 2 least used units in ZVT and Brood War in general. I know that sometimes there has been a cheese with Guardians, right? I have no idea how that build goes, but I feel like I've seen that once or twice, where you fly a couple of mutas to the corner, you morph them into Guardians, and you harass the mineral line until, I guess, they're either Goliaths with range or Valkyries or Wraiths or whatever Brute War Terrans built to deal with that. But I was thinking more of a bit of a straight-up composition, right? Where I think I made one too many drones there. That's probably fine. Yeah, I definitely did make one too many. Where I could go for like a lot of Guardians, get a lot of eco fast, maybe even take a hidden base with like some Sunkens, for example. And then I could go for Guardian Devourer, or maybe even Guardian Devourer Mutalisk, because I did read that Mutalisks are quite good in combination with the Devourers, because the Devourer attack, I think it applies like a debuff, which is good for the glaives, like the bouncy attacks of the Mutalisk, something like that. So that could potentially be a thing. Now, I really have no idea about the build. There's a couple things that are very scary for Brood War Zerg and StarCraft 2 Terran. One of the first things is, for example, Hellbat attacks, because I don't have Balings, I don't have Roaches, and I don't really want to make Hydras. Oh, dude, for a second I thought it was a Proxy Rex, but the barracks was just already positioned for the add-on. That scared me a little bit. I was like, oh my goodness, have I talked too much? So I'll go for Zergling speed first. Just so I can get a little bit of map control and stuff, so I don't have to worry. I think I might actually skip the idea of going for the hidden base, because I think maybe I should focus on just defending 3 bases with a bunch of Sunkens. I could make another hatchery over here in a second. I think that could be nice. Let's see if he's going to target my Zerglings well. Pretty good. Maybe I can save them for a little bit more. Not the best micro by me either. Now, these Zerglings are sadly not faster on creep. I'm going to send out the drone so I can make a hatchery now. I know I'm going to lose a couple more Zerglings, but I'm also taking a bit of his attention away, so that's nice. Let's see if I can bait him up this ramp when he's still low. He's probably not going to fall for it, but you never know, right? Now, I do want to scout with an Overlord. Because there are some things that could change my response. Like, for example, if I were to go up against a battlecruiser, I think I would really need to know so I can make some Scourge. Battlecruisers, by the way, incredibly bad against Brood War Zerg if you're going for a Spire. Because Scourge, I think you only need like 4 Scourges to kill them or something. Like, something absolutely absurd. So, yeah, not the best idea to go battlecruisers unless you can somehow hide it forever. Now, I'm already going to make 1 Sunken in front of each base, or 1 creep colony, and make the Sunkens later. So far, it doesn't look like battlecruisers to me, but it always could be. I'm not sure why. I guess something about... I'm actually not sure why. Something about his base. It's not the lack of fusion core. It just doesn't look like a build for a battlecruiser. I wish I was able to put it into words, what my brain is feeling right now, but I actually don't know. I'm going to go for the Queen's Nest already. I should probably get another couple of gases. How can I kill that? No, I barely didn't get it. That would have been beautiful. Now, I don't see a fusion core, so we're probably safe, though he could have also built it in the bottom left, of course. I think I'm going to go for another Sunken over here. Yeah, I'm not going to know if we're going to go up against Hellbat, sadly. That would have been really nice. I hope that's the first time he's ever run into a Sunken. That would be quite funny. Maybe I should go for a bit of a run. Oh, this looks nice. I was going to go for the run by, but this actually looks even better. There we go. I think he probably just F2A moved to try to get his other Headians to help, so they stopped there for a second, which is going to be very nice for us. This is not a Sunken yet. I do still have a little bit of problem with the models. So I'm going to make a Hive here, and then I'll make the Spire over here. He has a Liberator. That's actually very interesting. That Liberator could annihilate us, to be honest. Like, he could go for my base, and I wouldn't have defenses. So maybe I should keep making Zerglings just for that reason, so I can keep him at home. I don't think there's... Should I make a Hydra then real quick? Hydra then build fast, right? 29 seconds. Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing I can do, to be honest. If I don't build that, 1 Liberator is going to deny my economy forever, and I definitely don't want that. I could use a couple more Sunkens at the front, so I'm going to make a few more here. I don't think I need static defenses when it comes to the air. I guess I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. Do have a couple more links to send across. My opponent's probably scared because of my psycho run-bys for now. That is going to finish. So I guess I'll just start 2 Hydralisks. That should really be enough to deal with that. I mean, so far he's not doing anything with the Liberator, so that is quite convenient for me. He's going to be sieging it now. I'm not quite sure if he sold this. Actually, he's not sieging the mineral line, so maybe I can just start mining some minerals. Okay, so he has a tank. Appears that he's a little bit afraid, or he wants to go for a 2-base hull-in. I think either of those options are pretty good for me, actually, as long... No, why are you going in the range of that? Okay, there we... Wait, the Spire... Is a Greater Spire always that cheap? 50 minerals? That seems a little crazy, doesn't it? I'm missing 1 drone here. Let's get a couple more Sunkens. And then we need to arrive at 66 drones. That is the ideal. Wait, this does look like a big 2-base hull-in, so I'm going to have to defend this with my Guardians. Am I going to get Guardians out in time? That is the question. Let me not lose that. Well, I actually didn't lose a single drone. I thought I was going to lose a couple. I'll just make 1 set of Scourges so I can hunt that down. Oh, I already did... I made those on accident, not gonna lie. He is gonna see my Greater Spire now. Okay, this is gonna get a little crazy. Look. Oh, they're so good. It's delicious. There we go. Gonna make a lot more Sunkens here. XD, I feel like that's everyone's response to seeing Scourges so far. Is like, people will have, I don't know, like a battlecruiser or something, and then it just dies instantly. You know, it's beautiful. I have no idea how expensive Guardians are, but I guess we'll find out. Wait, I could also play Guardian Scourge. That might be even better. Wait, I'm just going to chill here. If he's not going to use his Marines, this is going to be freaking beautiful as well. Let's see. Give me the medevac. No, he doesn't want to lose his medevac. Okay. Now, I do have so many freaking Sunkens here now that we should be somewhat safe. Do I get upgrades? I don't think we get upgrades. Let's see. You guys come back here, please. I guess I'll use the Scourge to intercept. How much are the Guardians? 5,100? I can make a lot of them already. I do need to make them now, though. Here we go. I got 6 on the way. I'm going to make even more Sunkens in the back if I can. Maybe over here. Okay, so I'm going to get, what was it? 5 Guardians, I believe, right? I might not even need the Devourers because it doesn't look like he's going to have like Vikings or anything like that the Guardians can't hit. He's going to see the Guardians now. He's going to be very surprised. This is something you wouldn't expect from StarCraft 2 Zerg, but Brood War Zerg is different. So let's see, how fast can I kill these tanks? Now, what the good thing about these is these are not Broodlings, so they can just kill the tanks with the attack itself. Like, you don't actually need the you know, the Broodlings to kill them, because those would have been countered by Marines. Now, let's see if I can get in here. The Scourge are not going to be able. Yo, the Sunkens are doing a really good job here, guys. I have more Sunkens up here, too. He's going to get on top of the Guardians. Okay, this is actually going to be very close. I need my Sunkens to carry this for me. The Zerglings are coming in, too. This looks pretty hot. The Sunkens, can you please stabilize there? Yo, I have one Guardian alive. I didn't even realize that one Guardian, but that one Guardian was popping off in the background all that time. But I am running low on larva a little bit. Did my Guardian timing actually just work just to save me in time from a freaking 2-base hull-in? That is crazy. Now I'm going to counterattack with these Lings just to buy a decent amount of time. I might have to make some Scourges to deal with medevac drops, I think. That is not even a crazy idea. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple more of these out. Let's see. I want to guess that the depots are not going to be raised, and that's exactly the case here. Let's get a couple more over here. This Ling run-by is going to go ham, even though I don't quite have good upgrades. Guess I'll just morph these over here this time. I have so many Sunkens building over here. This is going to be massive if I can get them out. I don't want to fight with Mutas, because Mutas are going to get annihilated. I'm going to kill a freaking tank, which is pretty hilarious, to be honest. Maybe if he's not paying attention, I can get one of the medevacs. Not quite. I have 4 Guardians building. Now I have 7 Guardians building. Now I'm going to lose one of the hatcheries, which is a bit tough. Let's see if he's going to walk into the Sunkens again. I can't get him forward into the Sunkens. Oh, he does have 1/1 upgrades. Yeah, that's going to make this so much harder. Let's see. Maybe I could... What if I counterattack with these? Oh, this is so freaking psychotic by me. Why am I like this, guys? I'm going to try counterattack with these things. I could also go for lurkers behind this, but I really want to try and make this happen with the freaking Guardians. Please do not go there, but go up here instead. I think I need a couple more Mutas. I don't think that I can get enough or get another base up to begin with at all. So I'm going to have to do it with just these Guardians pretty much. I have enough Sunkens here, so I'm going to go into the main base. I think the Scourges were pretty much a waste of money in some way, right? Because they don't really connect with the medevacs, even like through my army fighting his, I guess. I'm going to make more and more of these. Okay, this is a really big gamble that I'm taking, but I have to do it, I think. They're so freaking slow. And they also don't really have an animation. I only just noticed that, which is pretty funny. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go over here. Now I'm in the back of his base. I don't know what the range of these things is, but it looks pretty nice. I hope he didn't make Vikings yet because he's been doing really well without making Vikings. I would guess that he's definitely going to make a couple Vikings now. Maybe this is when I get a couple Scourges out. Scourge is 75 gas. Okay, so he's going to attack me over here. I have a bunch of Guardians on this high ground. This is making for a very fun game, I have to say. Like, this is actually awesome. And let's see. Can I get a couple Scourges over there? I think it's a little too far, but we'll see. That is another Mutalist. That's not a Scourge, sadly. I can also attack this base. Okay, so I got these Scourges over here now. 2 Scourges might be able to kill 2 Vikings if you get the splash damage perfectly. Yeah, so there are the Vikings that I was expecting. I'm just going to kill a couple more workers. Now my Guardians are going to come in. He does have a very big army. I know I have a lot of Sunkens. I don't think I can run away from the Marines anymore. I do have a lot of Zerglings, though, but I don't have the upgrades on the Zerglings, guys. These are 1-1 Marines against 0-0 Zerglings. The Guardian micro is good, but is it going to be enough? Honestly, I don't think so. My Guardians in his main base have died. He still does have 1-1. At least it's no 2-2. But I think he's going to be able to clutch this game. The Guardian is not quite good enough in the defensive position. It was so close. I think I really should have made even more Sunkens because I knew that he was 2-base all-inning and I was on 66 drones. So I shouldn't have been greedy. I also could have gone for Lurkers, of course, but I feel like that's maybe a little bit too much. Now, I do have one more thing that I can do, actually. And this is going to sound crazy because a lot of you probably counted me out at this point. But what I can do is I can send these Guardians behind the main base as well, make even more Sunkens over here, and then send, like, I don't know, like 10 Scourges to cover the Guardians. It is 6 Guardians, guys. It is actually a lot. I think I'm going to make a... Wait, where the hell is the... Oh, the Lurker. There's no Lurker then, right? You have to upgrade it here. Oh, it's 200 gas. That is a lot. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they are very good. Okay, so I'm going to click these all over there. He's going to deny my base one more time, which I obviously saw coming a while ago. Now, my Hydras are going to be a little better against Marines than the Lynx were, but they're also not going to be that good. I didn't see Vikings. Let's see, I'm not going to have too much yet. He's probably going to attack into this with his siege tanks because he just does have a lot of stuff. Let's see, he is going to go for it. I do have the Guardian. Okay, the Scourges should be able to take care of this, I think. There we go. That's exactly what I needed. Now, is he going to break through this a little too easily? It looks like he is. I mean, the Guardians are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage here, but that is going to be a GG well played to my opponent. He did have his third base mining after all, and I do think we were very, very close. To be honest, this style can work, but I think realistically, you need to make Lurkers. In this specific game, it could have worked with even more Sunkens. Now that is Terran and Zerg down, let's go for my Protoss idea. All right, the third game is Brood War Protoss against StarCraft 2 Zerg. And what I want to do this game is very specifically to play Corsair Reaver. I know that Corsairs are well, at least as far as I know, I haven't really watched too much recently, but Corsairs are pretty frequently used. The Reavers probably not as much outside of like early Reaver drops. But there was a strategy that I really liked back in the day that was Corsair Reaver, where you don't really have that many units, but your Corsairs own the Overlords and the Scourge, right? Which you don't have in StarCraft 2, of course. Almost. And the Reapers just kill everything on the ground. That's the idea. It's very hard to control, but it's pretty cool. And I feel like I could do something like that against StarCraft 2 Zerg as well. I think Reaver drops honestly pretty busted in this mod. Like, there's, you know, with perfect control, there's not that much you can do against the Reaver drops, but I'm very curious to see how going for Corsair Reaver would work. So I'm going to open probably with a Stargate, or maybe I could take extra gases and make both the Robo and the Stargate. And then try to make Corsairs, kill a bunch of the Overlords so he can't scout, then go into Reaver drops. I don't know what my follow-up is going to be yet. Maybe I'll get the upgrade for the Corsair, which is really cool, like the... What's it called? The Disruption Web, I believe it's called, right? That could be pretty awesome. Wait, it doesn't have a base yet. Looks like we might be getting cheesed. If we are getting cheesed, I will put down the Cybernetics core first. Let's see. Yeah, so it is... Well, I did scout a little bit later, but it's definitely looking a little cheesy here. I could also go for a second gateway. I don't really want to be honest, but I could go for a second gateway if I have to. And then I'll just start making a Zealot right away. That's 2 Zealots, not just 1. And then, oh, I should have stayed in front a little bit so I could have seen where and when the Zerglings were coming. Now, where is obvious, but I do need to know when they're going to arrive, and I'm not going to know that. Now, I wonder if he's going to do something that I will have to respond to. Because, okay, he has 2 gases, so I think I will have to make the Robo first already. Because if I don't make the Robo before the Stargate, I believe I should die. Well, actually, no, I could probably hold it with Dragoons, right? I was thinking about like a roach attack and I need reavers for it, but I think like dragoons are pretty good. Honestly, dragoons really are pretty good. So I'm gonna take the nexus here. This looks a little greedy, and it probably is pretty greedy, but yeah, just felt right to me. I don't know. So I know sometimes you guys like a more deeper explanation, but it just seemed right to me to pop down that nexus. Now my scouting is going pretty well. I guess this is also going to be a pretty cool experiment to see if you can stop this without having to make any kind of big tech units. Like, I don't have Void Rays and Oracles, right? So I'm not even quite sure if I would respond super harshly to an all-in, what it is that I would build. Now, the shield batteries, they are pretty good, but they do work a little differently. Oh yeah, I don't have to make Warp Gate. That is nice. I do have to make Dragoon range now. Guess I'll get Dragoon range now. That seems like an upgrade that I really wouldn't want to miss in a situation like this. Now, the shield batteries are a little harder to use in this Brood War mod because the shield batteries don't heal automatically. And yeah, I mean, I feel like most Protoss players are very chill, relaxed in StarCraft 2, letting all their batteries do the work by itself. But here, it's going to be a little harder. And I'm going to make another one over here. I feel like the Zealot's going to hold down pretty well. I have to imagine that this is just going to be a roach all-in. I don't even know what else it could be. You could technically go for a lair and go for like some crazy drops and stuff, but I feel like it should really just be a roach all-in, but I guess we'll see, together with Ravagers. I will make one battery over here, and I guess I'll send one Dragoon in the main to check for drops. That seems like the least I can do. Would be pretty sick if this is like some kind of... oh, there's an Overlord here. I see you. Oh, that looks like a uThermal strat. We were going for a drop, huh? Or he just really accidentally sent it to the perfect location for a drop. Man, Dragoons. Beautiful. So much damage. Actually, I think against the Overlords, they do the same damage as a Stalker, don't they? But they feel like they hit harder. That's the most important thing, guys. They feel like they hit harder. Now, I should probably go for the Robo before I make my first Corsair. I didn't even notice this Nidus, by the way. Oh, he's going for Swarm Host. Huh. Okay, well, that is interesting. Let's see how well my units do against Locust. Oh, you can actually just look at this. You right-click the battery and it heals. I'm pretty much out of energy already, though. Let's see. I'll make the Robo right now. Don't want to lose too much HP. I can probably just target this Nidus down. If he's going to stay here, he's going to lose the Nidus, and he definitely does not want to lose the Nidus. That's... yo, the shield batteries, they heal so freaking fast, don't they? And now he's trying to make spine crawlers and stuff, but the Nidus has already fallen. And I don't think we're really going to get to the point where I have to make Corsairs and Reapers and stuff, guys, because these Swarmers are already dying. I can't give my opponent as a tip to... not put the Swarm Host in the natural, but put them outside, because the Locusts do fly. So just, you know, keep that in mind for the next time, perhaps. Now, if he's going to pop something out of here, they're just going to die. Those are just going to be free units. Probably should have just not let those finish, but he is going to. He is going to get a couple Spine Crawlers up here, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I have a shield battery here that I... wait, can I... you can... oh my goodness, you can do that with multiple targets? I didn't even know you could do that. You can actually heal that with multiple targets at the same time. Ah, please heal me. Oh my god. Yo, wait. I thought someone said shield batteries were worse in this game. You can heal multiple targets at once? What the hell did I just find out? That is actual insanity that you can do that. Okay, well, I guess we'll just scout for a couple more Overlords, and then I'm gonna go into my Reaver drop. And I feel like together with my Reaver drop, we should probably have a good chance to end the game. Oh, I do want to get shuttle speed. How much does that cost? Oh, it's a little more expensive than in StarCraft 2. 150, 150. StarCraft 2 is 100, 100, I believe. So I'm gonna get the upgrade for that. Maybe I could get a couple more gateways up as well. Wait, it does... Dragoons do less damage against this thing, don't they? Or maybe I just overrate the Stalkers a little bit. Oh, I could totally get an Observatory as well. So I can kill this freaking creep that's literally infesting my Nexus as we speak. Because that is quite unpleasant. I mean, look at that. That's just... any Protoss or Terran player will tell you that this looks disgusting. We don't want to see this in our bases, guys. Absolutely not. Now, at this point, I'm going to go across the map with my Corsairs. Try to see if I can do some damage against... oh, a couple more Overlords. You die as well. Actually... I thought they were worse or less damage than Phoenixes, but I think they actually do a decent amount more. Or maybe it's about the same. It's like they attack so fast that it looks like they do more. But maybe it's about the same. Judging by how fast that Overlord died, it's probably about the same. Now, Overlord speed is going to finish soon, and then this is not going to look so tragically slow. I can promise you guys that much. Disruption Web cost 100 energy. Wait, it had fleet beacon, right? Do I need it from a fleet beacon? Yeah, disruption red is from the fleet beacon. Don't really want to commit to making a fleet beacon now. Now, what I love about this strategy, guys, is that I can't even really be countered by Mutas, you know? Wait, he doesn't even have a base yet. He was very aggressive with that. No, please shoot that. Oh, yeah, I mean, he has Swarm Waste. He can't even do anything with these. But my Corsairs can literally kill those. Look, they even do a little bit of splash damage. Wait, Corsairs counter them so well. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, they don't one-shot roaches, sadly. That would be even more beautiful. That's not going to happen. Let's see, let's get one more shot off. God, the Reapers are so good. Not even the Swarmos can do anything. Okay, this is just brutal, honestly. It's actually brutal. I can just supply block him forever. I'm going to start shooting at his freaking workers now. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Okay, you can. Oh, is he going to put them in the 90s to dodge? Please? Oh my god. Wait, I'm going to shoot the drone. Oh my god. This is just delicious, man. The Reaper jumps, guys. Oh, he's going to try it again. I guess I'll bring my Corsair homies back, because why not? I've been having so much fun with these units that I haven't even paid attention to the macro. I'm making units automatically less about it. This must feel very depressing as a Zerg player. None of the units can do anything against this. Even if you went for Spire stuff, they wouldn't be able to kill stuff. He's making Hydras because of my air units, but the Hydras also cannot counter the Reaper. And I mean, this game, we honestly got pretty far ahead. I think I will try this again later, and if it really works, I would love to try and challenge some pro StarCraft 2 Zergs to see if they can stop my Corsair Reaver. Because in this game, the units actually look the same. Like, the Corsairs are so nice. Later in the game, I can get Disruption Web, which is basically like a blinding cloud from StarCraft 2. But all these games are really awesome. We went 2-1. The Guardians didn't work, which probably was the worst strategy to begin with. But I still have a little bit of faith in the Guardians, so maybe I'll try it again later. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.